They knew his family, his parents, his brothers and his sisters. They watched him grow up. They watched him become a carpenter. And then one day he tried to speak to them at a hometown gathering. Where did he get this stuff, they said. Isn't this Mary's boy? They certainly knew who he was. But somehow, they didn't know him.
Who said let there be light to shine out of the darkness? And who walks upon the wings of the wind? Who stretches out the heavens like a curtain? Who laid the foundations of the earth? Jesus, Jesus. Who is and who was and who is to come? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus our Lord, Jesus our Lord. Who crowns our lives with love and tender mercies? Who comforts us in all our struggles? Who was crucified on the cross for our offenses? Who redeemed our lives from the ashes? Jesus, Jesus. Who is and who was and who is to come? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus our Lord, Jesus our Lord. Who is this King eternal, who walks with us every step we take? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus our Lord. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus our Lord, Jesus our Lord, Jesus our Lord.
In 1862, Thomas Higginson, a successful writer and critic, received 4 poems in the mail. The author of the poetry regarded Higginson as an expert and wanted to know whether he judged the poems to be any good. He gave his honest opinion that the verses were remarkable, though odd, not strong enough to publish. The poems had been sent by a young lady named Emily Dickinson. Today, Emily Dickinson is regarded as one of the greatest American poets. Yet she lived most of her life as a recluse in a house in which she was born in Amherst, Massachusetts. Her father was a successful lawyer and politician, but he believed women were intellectually inferior. Even though the many letters Emily Dickinson wrote to her friends and relatives included much of her poetry, her genius went unrecognized. Only 7 of her poems were published during her lifetime, and all of them anonymously. Those closest to her did not really know her either. Upon her death, her sister was surprised to discover nearly 1,800 poems written in Emily Dickinson's own hand.
When I speak your name, there is comfort. When I speak your name, there is hope. When I speak your name, there is healing. So I will lift my voice to you and say to you, Jesus, my Redeemer, Jesus, Lord and Savior, to you alone I give my praise. Jesus, strong and mighty, Jesus, pure and holy, in you alone I find my strength. When I speak your name, when I speak your name, there is freedom. When I speak your name, there is grace. When I speak your name, there is power. So I will lift my voice to you and say to you, Jesus, my Redeemer, Jesus, Lord and Savior, to you alone I give my praise. Jesus, strong and mighty, Jesus, pure and holy, in you alone I find my strength. When I speak your name, at the name of Jesus, I will bow, I will confess. Jesus, my Redeemer, Jesus, Lord and Savior, to you alone I give my praise. Jesus, strong and mighty, Jesus, pure and holy, in you alone I find my strength. When I speak your name, when I speak your name.
Jesus said only in his hometown, among his relatives and in his own house, is a prophet without honour. It is hard to recognise the holy among the familiar. Emily Dickinson had a similar experience. Only 7 of her 1,800 poems were published during her lifetime. Her family and friends did not have eyes to see the genius in her work. The sacred is all around us, yet we seldom have eyes to see it either. Sometimes, like genius, the sacred hides itself from us. It nags at us from a distance to come and seek it out. Yet we're too busy or tired or preoccupied to make room for the sacred. Though the people in her life did not recognize it, Emily Dickinson's poetry is seen today for what it is: brilliant. And Jesus? Well, some have a hard time seeing him too. What am I saying? I sometimes have a hard time seeing him. Dickinson had something to say about that too. Faith slips and laughs, rallies, blushes if any see, plucks at a twig of evidence, and asks a vein the way. Much gesture from the pulpit, strong hallelujahs roll. Narcotics cannot still the tooth that nibbles at the soul.